going to be telling you about a book that I chose for my in-school novel project. I'm going to also be telling you on 3 suspenseful moments from in this book. Now, this will contain spoilers, so if you want to read the book for yourself, it's called The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. You can probably find it at a library near you. The Naturals is a fiction, thriller, and mystery book that contains many characters, with the main protagonist being Cassandra, or Cassie, as she usually goes by. Now, Cassie joined the Naturals program by being contacted by the Federal Bureau of Intelligence, or the FBI, because of her natural ability to tell you who you are, where you're from, and how you're likely to act within moments of meeting you. She was contacted at her day job where she gets paid, and after a conference, she joins the program. She gets flown out to where the others hang out is. When I say others, Cassie is not the only natural. The main people you'll have to keep track of here is Dean, another profiler, just like Cassie. And you have Michael, an emotion reader and manipulator. Leah, a human lie detector. Sloan, the world's most advanced calculator and probability cruncher. Agent Briggs, an FBI agent. And Agent Locked, a supposed natural, but we'll get into that later. There's also Agent Judd, but she isn't very important to any suspenseful moments in the story. Now, the first suspenseful part of this book takes place around midnight after Cassie couldn't sleep. So she went to the pool to take a nice, refreshing break when Dean, the other profiler, walks up. After a while of small talking between them, Dean switches on a light that lit up the entire yard and pool alike. When Dean turned on the light, Cassie realized that what the Naturals program was really all about. See, turning on the light turned on fluorescent lights that showed the pool filled with blood and a body at the bottom. Now, of course, it wasn't a real body, but what happened was real. And Dean explained that it was the body of a girl who was stabbed and then cracked her head after slipping on her own blood. The murderer then forced her under the water and drowned her, leaving the body in the pool. And while that was Dean opening Cassie's eyes to what the Natural program was about, the next one is different. There was a string of murderers going on around the Naturals building, all being murders that required close contact, like stabbing, strangling, etc. These murders were of older girls with rose-red lipstick and red hair. This moment is a bit of a twofer because Cassie got a box in the mail. It was a black box tied in silk, and upon opening, it was red hair, scalped off of the last murder reported. The color of this is very important as the girls were imitations of Cassie's mother, who had been murdered when Cassie was just a child. The hair sent her into house arrest to be safe, and this also takes place after Cassie found files of related murders that looked exactly like her mother's. She was told to drop them because she wouldn't be allowed to investigate a live case, and during the house arrest, Sloan got a box that looked exactly like the one Cassie got. And after a feud and everyone regrouped back at the house, it was more hair scalped from a murder, which was soon reported. And after a while, the director of the Naturals program approved that Cassie could bring 2 other Naturals with her, so she chose Dean and Sloan, and they went to the last murder place, and they put some pieces together and figured out that whoever was murdering these women was trying to make Cassie relive the moment when she walked in on her mother, who disappeared, leaving nothing but blood. This person made Cassie relive this by also giving Leah, the lie detector and manipulator, rose red lipstick, what Cassie's mother wore before she died. After putting some things together, they found that the murderer was inside the house and there was a leak in the system. So Cassie called Agent Locke, who told her to get Dean and go to their safe house with a gun and not to be followed. Now, after they make it there, Michael shows up and points his gun at Dean. At this point, nobody knows who's the murderer. Is it Michael? Dean? We don't know until Michael gets shot twice. One in the shoulder and one in the leg. Dean is now pointing his gun at Cassie, but not actually at Cassie. No. Special Agent Lacey Locke was behind Cassie and shot Michael before knocking Dean out unconscious. As it turns out, Agent Locke was a natural killer and torturer. She was mad at Cassie's mom, Lorelai, for leaving her with her abusive father. So she sought out her nephew, Cassie, after learning that Lorelai was already dead. So she made Cassie murder her girl. But before she did, she explained how she was the one who killed her mom. Cassie told Locke that she killed her own mother. However, this was a lie to stall for time, as Michael was hurt but alive and making his way towards his gun. After being called out, Locke approached to stab Cassie, but was stunned when Cassie said, "I never expected you to believe me, or to let me live. I just needed you to listen." Locke was then shot dead by Michael. Now, this book, in my opinion, is very good. It's a very good thriller. It's also a series. So, if you have time, the book is about 308 pages. If it wants to focus. No. Okay, well, it is 308 pages. It's a good time waster if you're looking for something to read. But that is my novel project. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.